That was the one thing I was the most worried about, since we did have an issue with that in the past. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica, for those that are new here. I'm about to go into an appointment right now. It's actually probably the most important appointment other than the transfer, I would say. And I'm literally like shaking. I'm so nervous because there's so much writing on the line with this one appointment. Basically, what this appointment will let us know is whether we can transfer in a few days or if my cycle will get canceled. So I feel like I was just up all night last night just thinking about the possibility that we might not be able to transfer, and my emotions have just been all over the place. I feel like you invest so much with each transfer, and then to have it canceled is just really heartbreaking. So hopefully that's not the case with us. So they're gonna look for two things in this appointment. One, they're going to check that my uterine lining is thick. So my doctor wants it to be at 8 millimeters or above. And then two, they are going to be checking for a trilaminar pattern. So I guess when you're like ready to transfer, your lining has like a triple layered pattern and that's ideal going into a transfer. So with our third transfer, we did not see a trilaminar pattern and we still ended up transferring. That ended in a blighted ovum. So obviously, we don't know if that was the reason for that, but I can't help but think that had I waited, we wouldn't have wasted an embryo, and I'm not going to do that to myself this time around. So if we don't see those two things, we are just going to cancel this month and then hopefully start with the next cycle. But I'm really hoping that's not the case. I'm just so ready just to move forward, and although, you know, times are crazy right now, we don't want to wait any longer, and we're just really excited and ready to just get this going, and hopefully this is the one for us. So yeah, I'm scared. I've not had any issues other than that one time, but obviously like that has stuck with me. I keep thinking like worst case scenario, and I think that's mainly for me just because I want to prepare myself in case, you know, we do have to cancel. But yeah, I have the appointment here in a little bit. I'm just kind of stalling because I don't want to be waiting in the waiting room longer than I have to due to everything going on. All right, I'm gonna go check in. I'll update you guys after the appointment. Hopefully we get good news.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon.
I'm seriously way more nervous than I thought I would be. I'm shaking. Okay, so I just got done with my appointment. Everything looked good. Oh my gosh, I'm so relieved. I started crying as soon as the image of, like, the ultrasound image popped up on the screen, because I've done this so many times that I already know what to look for and what looks good. So as soon as my ultrasound popped up, I just knew that everything was the way that it should be. But I'm gonna update you guys when I get home because I have to get my butt back to work. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, well, I'm home and I kind of just want to explain what happened during the appointment. First of all, I'm so relieved that everything went well. I was so nervous all week and honestly, like, all month, because I feel like I gave up so much to try to assure that my lining was going to be where it needed to be. Sorry, it's hot. I'm gonna turn on the AC, but I gave up coffee. I have not had any caffeine for probably like a month now. I also have not drank for a month. I gave them up together. I also cut back on my workouts. I normally run 5 miles 5 days a week, and I cut that back to 2 miles 5 days a week. And for me, that's a lot. Like, it's not that I like to drink, but I like to have a glass of wine here and there. I love coffee, so that was actually probably the hardest. And then the last transfer, I did give up working out completely. I just walked. I didn't want to do that this transfer because for me, running like just keeps me sane, and it's something that I enjoy doing. And I feel like ever since starting IVF, it just hasn't been the same for me. I've always kind of been restricted, and so totally worth it though, all these sacrifices. If we get pregnant, like, I don't even care about that stuff, but I didn't want to give it up completely this time. So I just ran 2 miles, and I was worried that even those 2 miles was gonna like affect the lining, which I have read that it doesn't, and it's just things that women who can get pregnant naturally don't have to think about. But I feel like anyone who's doing IVF or who is going through infertility questions everything, and we're just so hard on ourselves, and I try not to be, but it's way easier said than done. So they want the lining to be at 8 millimeters or thicker, and mine was at 11 in like the center section, and then towards the like outer section it was 8.2 or 8.4 and 11.2 in the middle. So that's perfect. He even said that it might get thicker because we're transferring like a week out, so there's still time for it to thicken even more. So it probably will, but I'm glad that as of now, it's where it needs to be. So if it doesn't, we're still good to go. And he was also looking for a trilaminar pattern, which we did have. So I'm so happy about that, guys, because that was the one thing I was the most worried about, since we did have an issue with that in the past. And as soon as he pulled up that ultrasound screen, I was so relieved, because I knew right away that we had that pattern, because at this point I have done so many ultrasounds that I know exactly what they're looking for. I'm just happy. I'm happy that we're here. I'm happy that we have this opportunity. I'm happy that things don't have to get delayed, and I'm excited. I really hope that this is the one, and I know I go into every transfer just saying that I feel good about it, but I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be positive, and some people don't like to get their hopes up because the heartbreak is devastating, and I've been there. But the way I see it is I'm going to be heartbroken no matter what, so I'm just going to enjoy this, and I'm just gonna be positive and hope for the best, and whatever happens, happens, and that's just the way it was meant to be. So yeah, we're set to start our endometrium and the much dreaded PIO shot, which I actually don't mind, and And I'm just happy to be able to move on to the next step. So I don't even care. You can give me as many shots as you have to. I will take them all gladly. I just really want this to work. But yeah, I think that's all the update I have for now. Just so excited to bring you guys along, and hopefully this is the one for us.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go over some instructions for your transfer, and then I will send them to you through the portal as well, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so everything looks good on your ultrasound. We don't get the labs back the same day from Tri-City, so I will make sure to check those when they come back tomorrow. And if you don't hear anything from us tomorrow, just we'll proceed as planned. So unless you hear from me,
okay,
we're going to go ahead, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Okay, so then the progesterone will start tomorrow. You have the endometrium and the progesterone and oil?
I do, yes.
Okay, perfect. So the endometrium will start tomorrow at around 9 a.m., about 12 hours apart. That's the vaginal inserts, and those are going to be twice a day.
Okay.
And the progesterone and oil is going to be in the evening, starting tomorrow.
Okay.
That one can be a little uncomfortable. It's an intramuscular injection, so that one goes in the butt. It's kind of nice to make sure that you can massage that around to make sure it's absorbed.
Okay.
And then we'll give you a call on the 6th, so that we can give you your exact time for your transfer.
Oh my goodness, I was working out and I noticed that they were calling. And I don't know where I put my phone because I usually don't have my phone when I'm running. And so I don't know if you could hear that. Maybe I'll try to adjust the volume in the video if I have to, but I'm like a hot mess. And yeah, it looks like everything looks good. They're I guess wanting labs. I didn't know I was supposed to get labs. So I'm actually gonna go over to I'm gonna look at my portal first and make sure that they do want labs, because I don't remember that being on there. But if they do, the laboratory is literally like 2 minutes away, so I'm just gonna run there. They don't close for another few hours, and they should have the results by tomorrow anyway, which is kind of what she expected. So let me, yeah, I'll find my phone and hopefully they don't need it though. All right, so I apparently do need to get labs done. I checked my portal and there was a lab order slip there, so I'm gonna go do that. They're closing in about an hour, so I just finished working out and they'll just get them tomorrow. I don't think it'll be an issue. It kind of didn't sound like it based on the call, so I'm not too worried about it. I can't believe I missed that though. I feel like I'm usually on top of it, but I think I was honestly so worried about that appointment, and yeah, I guess I just wasn't really paying attention to anything else. Okay, so just got my labs done. So the laboratory right next to where I live closes early, and I didn't know that. So I had to drive like 20 minutes away, and I barely made it. Like, they're closing in 15 minutes, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, I feel like everyone's hours are adjusted, and I don't know, I should have expected it, but it's fine. I'm glad I got them done. They should have them tomorrow, so I don't think there'll be an issue. She said that they were checking my HCG levels and my thyroid levels, so kind of what I assumed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.